From the fiery Nuggets duo, Jokic and Murray, in the 2023 Finals, to the Black Mamba winning his 5th championship in 2010, these are the best moments from the NBA Finals. I think it's only fair if I start with the team that ended their no-winning streak after almost 5 decades. The Denver Nuggets dominated in the 2023 Finals to take home that gold. The Heat were total underdogs in each and every series they played as the 8th seed. They faced off against a 2-time MVP and this incredibly tight-knit team to finally take them down. And then we had the Nuggets, who had this awesome star duo of Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray leading the way. Oh, and let me tell you about Jokic. He was not only the Finals MVP in 2023, but he also averaged a jaw-dropping 30.2 points, 14 rebounds, and 7.2 assists. And Murray, he was no slouch either. He put up 21.4 points and dished out 10 assists. The Nuggets shut up all the naysayers and crushed those annoying storylines surrounding the team. Some folks had the nerve to say that Jokic couldn't lead a championship team, and others were calling Murray damaged goods after his injury in 2021. The Nuggets proved them all wrong, baby. They showed the world what they're made of. And just like the Nuggets made a hot comeback and defied the odds, so did the Mavs in the 2010-11 Finals. There was Dwyane Wade, striking a pose in front of the Mavericks bench, a little too long after nailing a three-pointer from the corner. It gave the Heat a comfortable 15-point lead, with about 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter of Game 2. But wait for it! The Mavs weren't about to let Wade have the last laugh. They launched into a stunning 22-5 run, clawing their way back into the game. And guess who sealed the deal? The one and only Dirk Nowitzki, with a game-winning layup that tied the series. The Mavs went on to win it all in 6 games. Miami's super team had high hopes for their first year together, but they fell short. Maybe a touch of arrogance got the best of them. In the past, 15 out of the last 16 teams to take a 2-0 lead in the Finals went on to win it all. The Heat were just a few defensive stops away from snatching that 2-0 advantage, but Wade's antics on the court added some extra fuel to the fire for Nowitzki and the Mavericks. Surprisingly, the Mavs, who many thought would lose in the Western Conference semifinals, ended up with their first and only championship that year. It was like they came out of nowhere to shock the basketball world. You don't often see NBA champions pull off such unexpected victories, but the Mavs were a delightful surprise. A team making a comeback like that is mind-blowing, but can a single player do that himself? The Bucks come back from 0-2 against the Suns because of the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The basketball beast finds himself down 2 games in the series, but instead of sulking or giving up, he goes into full-on rampage mode. He starts dropping 30-plus points in every game, not just 1 or 2, but 4 in a row. He didn't just secure a win, he secured a whole series victory, sealing the deal with a 4-2 score and giving the Bucks their very first championship. Giannis was on fire throughout the series, averaging a double-double with an insane 35.2 points and 13.2 rebounds per game. Now, let me remind you, he was already a 2-time MVP and had been selected for multiple All-Star games. So what was missing from his trophy collection? Yup, a championship ring. And boy did he make sure to grab it in style. Giannis cemented his status as one of the absolute best players in the game today, dominating the court on the grandest stage of all. But if you're gonna impress everyone like this, then why not do it in a flashier way? Something like a buzzer beater perhaps. And that's exactly what Ray Allen did in the 2013 Finals. The Heat were down by 3 points, and the clock was ticking down. LeBron took a shot from the left wing for a tie, but unfortunately he missed. Chris Bosh, with some incredible jumping skills, leaps over not 1, but 2 Spurs players and snatches the offensive rebound. He's like a basketball ninja. In a flash, he passes the ball to Ray Allen, who's sprinting backward toward the right corner. Allen doesn't even hesitate for a second. He shoots a game-tying three-pointer with only 5.2 seconds left. Miami forces overtime and eventually goes on to win Game 6, and then Game 7 for their second consecutive championship. The Spurs had a 5-point lead with less than half a minute remaining, and in an epic turn of events, the game took a complete U-turn, and it all came crashing down on them. Even their coach, Greg Popovich, made a questionable decision that night. He left their star player, Tim Duncan, sitting on the bench during the final defensive play in regulation. Well, he wanted his team to be able to switch players and defend all the screens effectively. They missed Duncan's presence on the court. It turned out to be a big mistake, because Bosh snatched that crucial rebound rebound that changed the entire course of basketball history. I guess this is a lesson never to underestimate anyone, even if they're against an average player. And the case with a star player is completely different. Just take a look at Kyrie Irving's three-pointers in the 2016 finals. The clock was ticking down with just 69 seconds remaining in the game. The Cavaliers called a timeout, and they had one goal in mind: get the ball to their star point guard, Kyrie Irving. They set up a fancy pick and roll with J.R. Smith to confuse the defense. Instead of guarding Irving, Golden State's Steph Curry found himself face-to-face with Irving. Now the shot clock was running out, and Irving had to think fast. He couldn't find a way past Curry, so he did something incredible. He started dancing with the ball, showing off some slick moves. Then, out of nowhere, he took a step to the side, just beyond the three-point line on the right wing, and released a 25-foot shot. And it went in. The crowd went wild, and the clock showed 53 seconds left. Before Irving's shot, both teams had been missing shot after shot for what felt like forever. It was a scoring drought like no other, lasting since the 4:39 mark. But then Irving, who had suffered a knee injury in the first game of the 2015 finals, rose to the occasion. He used the Warriors' favorite weapon, the three-pointer, to seal the deal against them. The game went by in a flash of fouls and missed attempts. Kevin Love somehow stayed in front of Curry, who was desperately trying to tie the game with just 33 seconds left. And then LeBron James stepped up to the free throw line and made one of his shots. But the King had more tricks up his sleeve, because he's also remembered for his iconic block in this final. The Cavaliers and the Warriors were tied 3-3. Kyrie took a shot, but he missed his fancy floater. Just when it seemed like Golden State's Andre Iguodala would capitalize on the rebound and score a crucial layup. Then before we knew it, LeBron showed up. He dashes down the court like lightning, slaps Iguodala's shot against the backboard, and saves the day for the Cavs. LeBron supposedly reached a mind-boggling speed of 20.1 miles per hour and soared a whopping 35 inches to block that shot. And that moment right there, my friend, was the King himself, single-handedly keeping the Cavaliers in the running for their first NBA championship. But it doesn't have to be the first championship for a player to tap into his inner beast. Kobe Bryant, in the 2010 finals, defied all odds. Back in 2008, the Lakers had a tough time dealing with Boston's formidable Big Three during the finals. It was a real bummer for them as they ended up losing the series in 6 games. To add insult to injury, the Celtics totally dominated the Lakers in the decisive Game 6. Kobe had an off night, shooting a disappointing 7 for 22, but fate had a funny way of setting up a chance for revenge. The Lakers and Celtics met again in 2010, and this time, things were different. The Lakers started off strong, taking a 2-1 series lead, but then the Celtics fought back and won the next 2 games. It was do or die for the Lakers, and boy did they bring it in Game 6. Kobe was on fire, scoring 26 points, grabbing 11 rebounds, and swiping 4 steals. That performance forced a winner-take-all Game 7, and it wasn't the prettiest game ever played. Both teams struggled to dominate. Kobe fought through with pure determination and heart. Sure, his shooting wasn't great that day, only making 6 of 24 attempts from the field. He made up for it by getting to the free throw line a whopping 15 times, finishing the game with 23 points and 15 rebounds. In the end, the Lakers held on for a nail-biting 83-79 win, giving Bryant his 5th NBA championship. So there you have it, guys. From the Black Mamba winning his 5th championship in 2010 to the fiery Nuggets duo, Jokic and Murray, in the 2023 finals, those were the best moments from the NBA Finals.